Clark walked up to me as we were walking down the street in New York at FIT and said, "Deborah, will you see my show?" And I said, "Of course, Everett." And I didn't hear from Everett again until Tuesday. So we are going to do this together, but we're going to have a wonderful time. And we're going to be honest and true, just like Black History Month calls for us to. And say that as you sit here and look at your surroundings, we want to let you know that not only is it going to be a show where we are going to applaud the designs of those people who have given you fashion and wearable art, but we're also going to look at the culture of art, and we're going to go bit by bit as we look throughout the walls of this location, and how each one has infused their own self-image into their artwork, and they have all told, well, in time, each one of them have gone on to research. I was speaking to Everett, and his research was extremely long in getting in to try to become as accurate as possible. I also spoke to Mr. Hermes Torres, and he said the DNA and the bone stones are what's so wonderful and helps see your memory when we're November babies. And the key is that with your stones and with stones and bones and DNA, you can then trace a history. Now, did you physically do all the artwork, or something that you brought back in? What's your inspiration?
Yeah, I physically did this all myself. And,
you never know.
Inspiration is basically Mother Nature, of course. And where I am from, I mean, I don't know if you guys know about cross symbolism. It's like our mouthpiece, sort of our language in our art. So, it's more to do with the feeling of gathering people and having to talk about like history, roots, culture. So.
And how wonderfully important that is, because if you read documentation, a lot of the paperwork says that we don't know exactly where different artwork started in Africa, because most of the artwork and the practices, the traditions, were passed on verbally and expressed through dance and art. And outside of Patty Carpenter has designed and commissioned, coming from Guatemala, Bolivia, beautiful hand-woven wools, macrame. An applaud, very rightfully deserved. She's wearing a multiple of scarves, trying to accentuate that again, hand-woven, macrame, beautiful, multimedia Susan. Here we have Jill. Jill's also an FIT student, wearing some more of the commissioned work that came out of the hand-woven areas in Bolivia, making sure that we take wearable culture and we express it. We're making sure that Aid to Artisans, which is an organization that Ms. Patty Carpenter belongs to and travels worldwide, makes sure that each artisan and their craft is continued and acknowledged throughout the world. Bianca has not only the necklace, but the bag with the leather trim. Again, indigenous work done for the masses to enjoy. These are beautiful pieces, and Patty just wants everyone to know that it's important to make sure that all that we do is continued throughout time, that we make sure that we give honor and praise to those people who hand crocheted these things in Bolivia. Thank you very much, Susan. This piece with the hand embroidered and the macrame wool, hand alpaca, beautiful with the spirals, the wood spirals, you would call them circles, but keep in mind, these are all hand creations. Mixing and matching a little bit of what we would just buy off the streets here in New York. We go back to Bolivia to see how the scarves and the colors are always fashion forward, forecasting the colors that are always in. This is a wonderful piece, coupled with a nice scarf. And you see, in New York, we always wear basic black, so everything you see can be worn with everything you have. Thank you so much. Susan is wearing, as the Fashion Week described, red. Red, make sure everybody in here remembers, heart disease is the #1 killer among people in the world. red is something that is also rather hot to wear. So let's think of it positively whenever we see it, and make sure you take care of your heart. Thank you, Susan. We're looking at the multicolored piece, and these pieces, all individual, one of a kind, again, very stylish, bringing in the colors that were forecasted for this year. And if you look around the room, a lot of the colors you see in the pieces, and each artist did their own work prior to being asked to be in this collection. But you see how they all tie in extremely well. Thank you so very much. Or just Fifth Avenue. Nowadays, it's hard to tell the difference. Every designer is bleeding from indigenous to his own back room. Thank you very much. Make sure that you have that one-of-a-kind coat that'll make you feel oh so special. PJ wants us to also let you know that she also does painting parties. She can be hired out and has done this in many different organizations where have a paint brush in one hand, canvas in front of you, and you can walk out with a beautiful piece of PJ's art. Thank you very much, Queen Esther. To take and make and paint and give an inspirational coat a feel that made her feel happy. This is a piece that she was inspired by, and then she went on to make the necklace and then the shirt. So this model has the complete outfit. Jill is wearing this wonderful piece that PJ said, why not have on a short skirt and make it look like you have on something that is T-length? PJ is beautiful. Inspired by the colors of the sea. Debbie wanted you to know that this is her inspiration. She loved the colors of the sea and sat down and was drawing. She's a student also at FIT and came up with these wonderful pieces. And she wanted you to sit by the sea and feel what she felt when she designed these colors by the sea. Thank you, Bianca. This is a wonderful piece that very few could get away with, but Danielle is pulling it off superbly. This is another one of the pieces inspired by the colors of the sea. And you see how beautiful this piece is. It can be worn with a blazer over it during the day. Take the blazer off, throw on your strappy heels, and the evening is yours. Thank you so much, Danielle. Yes, isn't it? Go ahead, you can clap. I hear people talking. Jill, can you back up some so you can get the light? Make sure you get the light. There you go. This is a wonderful suede piece with a beautiful top. And if you look at it, the key is very, very, very wearable art. Oh, that's enough. We don't need to see too much more. But these pieces are wonderful, and it shows you that what you can conceptualize, you can actually create. So please keep thinking, keep creating, because there's always a stage for you. Thank you, Jill. Always remember, women should always be elegant. Thank you so very much, Susan. This is Jill wearing one of his bustiers. These are beautiful pieces that are intricately made, hand-designed, hand-sewn, and made with the woman's body in mind. Thank you so much. When she turns around, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a wonderful wool piece that says peekaboo. Wonderful buttons, wonderfully tailored, and will go from day into evening. By day, you can have a white collared shirt with a nice T-length skirt, and by evening, well, the sky's the limit. And layers and layers are in, but if you look closely, it's very, very detailed. Very detailed. And we love the isometrical look with the scarf going oh so nicely, neatly, braided through the top of the bodice. This is a wonderful piece. Queen Esther, you're doing the piece justice. That is, in my estimation, Chanel inspired. I guess in Black History Month, to bring black and white together is a wonderful thing, isn't it? This is absolutely beautiful. Look at the detail here. The pieces can be made to fit any size young lady, because this piece, if you look at it closely, can cover up a multitude of sins. Ladies, you know what I mean. Thank you so very much. Not ever forgetting, just because we've had a wonderful Indian summer, Indian winter, that we are not in the midst of winter. It could snow at any time. This is a wonderful piece, bringing winter white in, keeping you oh so warm and looking elegantly beautiful. Give this coat a round of applause. Yes, you could touch the coat. I saw that. Pedro is wearing a piece that was inspired by so many natural fibers. The t-shirt, is that his or yours, Pedro?
That's mine.
Okay. We can all understand Biggie is still in the house. Okay, thank you so very much, Pedro. But this jacket is beautiful. It's a piece that keeps you warm and keeps you fashionable. Men oftentimes have a hard time finding fashionable pieces. This is fashion forward as well as being extremely beautiful. Pedro, that way. We do love you. He just wanted you to touch the coat again, young lady. He's so conscious. Thank you, Pedro. Oh, not only is Romello Remain a designer, but he's also his own model. Here's the designer. In one of his own creations, when you see him walking, when you used to see him walking around FIT, his signature was always a hat, a variety of hats. He always had a different hat on, but the chateau kept him very warm. But look what creations it kept underneath in that wonderful brain of his. Thank you so very much. And turn around so let's see the back. Not only is he conscious about women's clothing, but he allows the man to look wonderfully elegant as well. Thank you so much. Okay, go ahead. These are creations by Max. The ladies have a little embellishment happening there. I don't need to say where it is, but he wanted you to know that these pieces are created with buttons because he was inspired by sequin. Isn't that beautiful? He may have seen Madonna's video as well, but he was inspired by. I wanted to let you know that you may think you have a lot of buttons until you see how many buttons he has. Look at these jeans, hand-sewn red buttons to create the illusion of sequin. That is exquisite. Max is extremely shy, but you can see, I can see Danielle going out for a afternoon lunch. The pocketbook can double as a picnic basket. The hat, absolutely exquisite. All buttons. Lace over your basic black. Ladies, what do you think about this? And now, we have something for the ladies to look at. Ladies, these pants are also by Max. Designed, inspired, created. 3 different types of buttons for you to create these pants, because these pants are one of a kind. And yes, each one of you, think about it. What would you like to use your buttons on? Thank you so very much. Go ahead, Pedro. Your hair's not going to pop the hat off. You look great, though. You see how he has utilized his creativity, and look at the pattern. Just think about the detail and how long. I didn't ask the designer how long it took for him to create each piece, but just looking at it just shows you that each one was made in love. What about Princess Leia? Does the hair remind you of something, people? This is another creation, all done with buttons, showing you that let your creativity flow. Allow yourself to be as creative as you possibly can, because there's someone out there that's waiting for your design. Thank you. So when we say real good plug for those students who feel that they cannot go to school and get a degree in a timely fashion, there's no such thing. You can get multiple degrees as long as you are continually educating yourself and doing that which makes you happy, then you are getting your education. And when I told one young lady that was hopefully an inspirational piece to her was, think of it this way, those people who graduated in 2 years, you have one up, because each time there's something new that's on the pipes, you are at the cutting edge of technology. So keep that in mind. you're on the cutting edge of technology. There is never too much time that has gone by before you get your degree. So please, encourage yourself and go back to school. Absolutely futuristic, phenomenal, and inspired by all the things he saw in New York that were all natural. And once you see his designs, you will know what I'm talking about. Let's give this adorable young lady a round of applause. She's wearing a multiple piece that Michael has put together, which is inspired by just being eclectic. This shows everything that you have can be used and made to be worn and be current. Even your sunglasses. Thank you, darling. You can walk whichever way you want, don't you worry. Again, we have, give her a round of applause, let her walk on out. These pieces, Michael has gone from head to toe, creating reusable and usable pieces out of everyday household items that he had in the home. He said, let's make it beautiful. Let's use a little fur, a little glitz, a little glitter, and a little color, and come up with something that's awe-inspiring. Thank you so very much. Go into the light so they can see. Let her go back into the light so they can see everything and see the detail. Look at the wonderful use of colors. And look at the use of textures. Textures can be mixed and mingled if you do it the proper way. This looks absolutely stunning. Thank you so much, even down to the shoes. He created the shoes. Give him attitude, honey. Looking at this multitude of fabric, textiles, almost a multitude of medium. She has a bag that actually, that was her daughter earlier, that her daughter used to be able to fit into. And for those of you who are students at FIT, you know this is the ultimate bag, because you would use it, reuse it, and be the most stylish person on the block. He makes denim with wonderful textured fabric, and we see that there is nothing shy about this wonderful model. Work that runway, darling. Lace, denim, textile, sequin. If you have a camera, I would suggest taking a photo because she is ready for her photo op. Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up. Yes. Michael, you made it, and she's making sure we see every piece of it. There must be something in that bag. Thank you. This piece, Michael wanted us to see that ties can be used in many different ways. They can be worn around the arm, they can be worn around the neck. This piece shows I am my own person. I can wear a kilt, a skirt, I can show enough but not too much. But the detail is phenomenal on the other side of his man skirt. You like that? His man skirt. This piece shows that you can lead him, but will he follow? Thank you so much. Work that out for Pedro. Give Pedro a pair of shades and he's a new person. Come here. Go back into the light so that they can see the absolute detail and the color and the wonderful, phenomenal use of the fabrics, the cutouts, and how he's layered, and as in the graphic area they call it tiled, as he's tiled a lot of items onto his man skirt. The belt, which is wonderful, depending upon how much weight you lose or gain, can be very complimentary and used over and over again. Walk over to this side so this group can see you as well, Pedro. If you dare. That which you have in the house, remember, your treasure is, thank you so much, Pedro. With that umbrella that the New York wind took above, well, whip that thing back down and cover it with some fabric, and no longer do you have to use it in the rain. Thank you so very much. This is a wonderful piece showing layered black belts, pants, skirts, jackets, necklaces, and just the crowning glory is the hat. Step back a little further so they can see all the detail. That's phenomenal. That's a photo op. That is phenomenal. There's denim, there's cotton, there's sequins, there is so many different things going on that you need to understand. There is no such thing as only being mono ever again. Thank you so very much with your crown and glory hat. And all of his creation. Michael, how long did it take you to make one of these pieces, Michael? About how long did it take you to make one of these outfits?
Well, I worked on this skirt for 2 months. 2 months to find the right vintage tie.
You said you worked on one for 2 months?
Yeah, to find the right vintage tie. These vintage pieces of panels of fabric that people donated, and when people discard things, I just basically take them and take a little bit of found objects, and I just create little bits here and there. This is the hat I took beer caps from bottles. You know, I took broken jewelry, discarded zippers, you know, keys, old vintage buttons, you know, fur strips. Many of them are old vintage jackets that I took, and I chopped them up and I took the panels out and I embellished them together and to make like a quilt, because my grandmother and some women from my family from the South, they used to make quilts. So this is my way of keeping that spirit alive.
Michael, I applaud you. We applaud you because as eclectic and as wonderful as your collection is, so are your diverse models. We thank each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Design, tie-dye, brown bag, broomstick. Just look at the pieces. My tongue stopped working. But back up again, Bianca, so they can see how intricate that is. These fabrics, all these pieces were hand done. Everett went back and did absolute research and came up with a combination that he can now call his own. He created a collection of various Chinese, Japanese, and African designers, and then came up with his own style. And these are the pieces that you're about to see from Everett Clark. You can clap before she even reaches the floor. For those of you who know Everett, know that he always has fashion-forward colors, fabrics, and his pieces are always flowing. They always are able for any beautiful woman to wear from whatever size she is. That's what I like about him. He takes the female body into mind and creates something that we all can wear. Thank you so very much. Yes, you can clap. I hear you saying, oh wow, ooh, ah. Everett is a student at the Fashion Institute, but I think more than just being a student, he's a person who inspires other students to go and really reach their high and fullest potential. Take your time, Green Esther. We're not in a rush. These are 2 pieces that he has made. Hold it in your hand once you walk by, and then they can see how beautiful it flows on you. All of these pieces are pieces that he's created, and he sits back and looks and creates and thinks of different ways that he can showcase not only his talents, but the talents of everyone he encounters. This is why we are all gathered here tonight. Let's give Queen Esther a round of applause. Here we have Jill. We're on another one of Everett's wonderful pieces. The bolero jacket is in, And without it having any of the closures, it allows you to wear it with silver or gold, bronze, or whatever it is you like to couple it with. You're not just beholden to one outfit. This is his legacy. Susan is wearing one of the pieces. Everett also was actually inspired in doing the research when he looked at some of the African carvings. So he decided to go out, get himself a piece of wood, and he spent about a month carving his own design in a piece of wood. And that design is what you see time and time again, screen printed on a lot of his fabric. So not only did he get the artwork, but he created it himself.